All video content are used for fair use purposes for educational purpose only. All video content are used for fair use purposes for educational purpose only.
Northern and central California are bearing the brunt of this storm. Rivers are overflowing their banks, roads have been washed out, and residents are being rescued after being trapped by the floodwaters. At least 2 people have died as a direct result of the storm. 25 million people are under flood alerts. Thousands more are without power tonight.
A state of emergency now in effect in 34 California counties because of the relentless rain and snow. Samantha Cortese live in our news center. She's got a look at the damage all across the state. Samantha?
From hungry cows to Tahoe avalanches to rushing rivers, we're seeing widespread impacts of this storm all throughout our state. In Santa Cruz County, an entire Watsonville neighborhood flooded Friday. Homes along a creek just couldn't handle the rain.
We got our garage flooded. A lot of mud came inside. We helped out the neighbors. All the street was very bad.
Sandbags and tarps didn't do much to stop this rushing water. The soil, already saturated, left nowhere for this rainwater to go.
Everything right here in front of the house, the whole street was flooded. Like there's at least a foot of water.
And look at this drone video from Sokol, a quaint town near Monterey Bay. The town's main street washed away by a creek. Officials say people are stranded. The collapse cut off access for people in nearby homes. You see heavy machinery working to clear debris and chunks of the road. And look at Highway 50 into Tahoe. It's a beautiful sight, but with all this rain, could turn dangerous fast. Caltrans worked in the dark overnight to clear the road following an avalanche. And there are concerns about the snow load, crushing homes and other buildings in Tahoe. Another foot of snow at least is expected as this storm moves on through. In Humboldt County, a dire situation for herds of cattle. Operation Hay Drop is underway. Several feet of deep snow and downed trees blocked ranchers from reaching their cows. Cal Fire and the Coast Guard loaded up their helicopters and dropped hay into remote mountain fields populated by hungry cattle.
We won't really know until there's snow melt how many actual head has died off due to these conditions. But I know this for certain, if we don't act, there's gonna be way more that die, and it'll be a catastrophe for our county.
In Kernville, near Lake Isabella, evacuations are underway. Friday stormwater is overflowing the Kern River. It rose 17 feet, breaking a 50-year record. And this sounds a little oxymoronic, but in this record rainfall, Cal Waters is asking Kern County to conserve water. A water main is attached to a bridge, and if that bridge gets damaged, service may be stopped or interrupted. In News Center, Samantha Cortese, KTLA 5 News.
Peace and love to the Black family. This is Underground Warrior TV. You already know I'm Black at y'all with another video. If this is your first time coming into my channel, come in and subscribe to the channel. Mash up the likes, share this video. We back with a powerful one. It's a dynamic video for tonight. I'm coming powerful tonight. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't had a chance to grab that snack and grab your beverage, I'm going to give you enough time to go in and grab that and come back. Kick back and watch this video because we're going in tonight. I'm back banging on the beast. You can call it conspiracy theorist, whatever you want to call it, but I'm coming with the facts. I'm going to back up what I say. It's not a coincidence that we had this crazy weather that's going around the world. California has been flooded out. The Haitians were hit with a catastrophe that's unexplainable. All these earthquakes, these rainstorms, these snowstorms. The population of America is under attack by its own government, weaponizing weather against the people. weaponize weather against the people. Yes, the American government has knowledge, have capability, and have altered the weather. I'm going to take us back to the late 1800s and the early 1900s of an inventor by the name of Nikola Tesla. If you're not familiar with Nikola Tesla, I suggest you go look up his work. I'm going to briefly speak on some of the things that he obtained in his lifetime and how his inventions were stolen from him and he never got the credit that he deserved. Also, the government in 1943 steals his inventions, and some of the technology that we see today is because of Nikola Tesla. The machine that he created was the Tesla electrical magnetical oscillator. In 1898, while he was experimenting with his new oscillator that generated its power by steam, the oscillator shook the hotel and almost brought the building down that he lived in. This is the first time he found out that this oscillator machine could cause earthquakes. So, with that being said, he also created things that can seed the clouds and make rain and snow. He died in 1943 in a hotel in New York called the New Yorker. Upon his death, the government of America went into his hotel room and stole his inventions that were all patent on paperwork. He got diagrams, the blueprints of patent work that was stolen by the American government. So the government has the capability on a larger scale of creating these earthquakes. Weather is used as a weapon against the masses of our people. Whenever the American government wants to stabilize its agenda to unstabilize the people, they can also use weather to uproot people from a particular area. Like right now, California is under siege, mass raining. So floods, hurricanes, you believe these are natural disasters? I think it's linked to the machine called HARP. I think this is done on purpose. From deadly floods in China to massive fires in Turkey, forest fires in Turkey. You know what I'm saying? HARP stands for High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program. Aurora High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program. This big old machine out in the middle of Alaska. This is where the government uses this machine to orchestrate catastrophe across the world. We're talking about the tsunami of 2011. This is the type of weaponry that the United States government has at its disposal. Nikola Tesla, he learned how to orchestrate and demonstrate his particular inventions from going to the Great Pyramids in African Egypt, Kemet. He said there's no way that the Egyptians created that big old mass pyramid just for observation. There was a purpose for the pyramid built in Africa. He believes and he knows pyramids generate power. Every pyramid got its power from electrical magnetical field. So with that being said, we know African Egyptians were obsessed with electricity. The Egyptians already had in the ancient times fluorescent lamps. This is what Tesla, mathematical genius, broke down the mysteries of the Egyptian pyramids. He said the stones that build the pyramids held some type of energy properties. So at the age of 20, Tesla wanted to unlock the mysteries of the pyramids. And he believed there was a crystal substance inside the pyramids where energy ran through to light up the whole civilization of what we call Kemet. They call it Egypt. Nikola Tesla, from observation and studying in Egypt, he came back with a mathematical code, 369. From these 369, it's where he created all the stuff we see today in fruition for us, technology-wise. The microwave, the fluorescent neon lights, remote control, particle beam weapons. The particle beam weapon that he created made the United States pay a close attention to Nikola Tesla, because the particle beam weapons that he wanted to introduce to the military that they can use to shoot down the adversaries' planes in the sky using a beam weapon. High technology. 4 tornadoes. They got 4 tornadoes just hit Louisiana. 2 tornadoes touched down here in Ohio. And a couple of years ago, they had 13 tornadoes in Trotwood, Ohio, that touched down. Where is all this crazy weather coming from? Californians are being evacuated. It's still raining there. It won't stop raining. Houses are floating, going down the street. The rescue team is on boats, deep water. Cars are floating down the street on water. Remember Hurricane Katrina? The levee to hold the water after the investigation was blown up by the military so the water could come in and kill Black people in Katrina. I believe that the American government is using weather as a weapon, weaponizing weather against the people around the globe. Haiti had one of the biggest earthquakes on the 7.0 Richter, what they call that, on the Richter scale. I think that's what they call it. But anyway, the magnitude killed thousands of African people in Haiti on the Richter scale. Is that it? On the Richter scale. So Tesla's inventions have been enhanced for destruction. Tesla's inventions of the past have been used as destruction by the American government. All around the world, even here in America, you having some strange weather. And I bet you, I guarantee that the military of America is behind all this unfortunate, crazy weather that we are getting. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to get off into this tonight. You feel what I'm saying? Mash up them lights. I told y'all this is going to be one of them hot ones. You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on over there in California. Monterio, California. What's the name of that river? They got a river called the Pajerio River. It keep over flooding. They cannot stop the massive rainstorm. People losing their life, their houses, floating down the street, cars floating down the street. Snowstorm. From a snowstorm, California was just in a bad snowstorm. From a snowstorm, now she's being hit with so much rain, it's pitiful, just keep raining. And the American government can alter and make it snow and make it rain through cloud seeding. They have the Tesla's oscillator machine, that enhanced that electrical oscillator machine. Like I told you, Tesla didn't know his machine was going to almost take down the hotel building. It causes earthquakes. And these people, when he died in 1943, the government of the United States confiscated at least 80 big trunks of diagrams and blueprints of patent work by Tesla. They even got a car in his name. They got a company in his name. And I bet it's not backed by his family. They use his work, but he died in poverty. A genius. And all the knowledge came from Africa, the Egyptians, the Kemetics, to bring forth the microwave, the cell phone, and all the high technology we see today. The ancient people were deep. But I do believe the weather is being weaponized against the people. You feel what I'm saying? Let's check some of these videos out, and I'm going to show y'all where I'm coming from.
All video content are used for fair use purposes, for educational purpose only. All video content are used for fair use purposes, for educational purpose only.
Fam, you got to pay attention to these particular people. Check out the psychology. You can read through the technology these people will tell on themselves. You just got to know how to comb through the misinformed information and the information that the European provides when dealing with this particular subject that we're speaking on now, weather modification. A lot of people who doubt that these people can control the weather would tell you that it's impossible to control the weather. Weather modification is a conspiracy theory or conspiracy theorist type of information. But here is an expert on the situation, and this news anchor is going to pull the information, and then she tries to hide information all at the same time. I want you to listen closely. See, I'm not intrigued with some of the rhetoric that this particular anchor try to cover up, because they all work together. They know this weather is being controlled by this motherfucking Neanderthal. You feel what I'm saying? So let's proceed. Hey, make sure y'all mash up the likes, share this video. Y'all know what this is. We back at them. We back at them. You know what I'm saying? We not playing with these people, man. We exposing them tonight. This Underground Warrior TV, man. Mash up them likes, share this video.
You know, they were talking about climate change yesterday, and now we're learning that scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate.
Did she say change the weapon on purpose? Change the weather on purpose? That's all I'm trying to figure out, you know. But I'm a conspiracy theorist, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yesterday, and now we're learning that scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at City College of New York. Professor, nice to see you. Extraordinary seeing Al Gore and Bill Clinton there together with Charlie, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they did not get into this discussion, though. But it is fascinating. I mean, lasers, really, to change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds.
Now you telling me this is not Nikola Tesla's work? He left this type of information up on the planet, and these people stole it. They stole this particular knowledge in 1943 when they went up in that New Yorker hotel where he was staying at. He was dead in there, and I bet they killed him and they took it. 20 trunks based on this information right here. This Underground Warrior TV, man, we show improve. You said they can't control the weather, right? A lot of people told me that I was a conspiracy theorist. Man, let's proceed, man. This Underground Warrior TV, man. Please match up them, like, share this video, man. Subscribe to my channel, man. Quit playing with me.
And actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, we rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning. Katie, go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
If you could create rain clouds, what you think's happening in California right now? If you could create rain clouds, and rain clouds bring about what? Participation, and then all of a sudden you get what? I'm not no meteorologist, but I know what rain clouds represent. You feel what I'm saying? So what's going on in California right now, y'all? What's going on in California right now? She's underwater. California underwater as we speak. You feel me? Not the whole California, but a part of California is up underwater, shall I say. You feel me? Let's proceed.
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War. To wash it.
The CIA did what? To bring down monsoon with lasers? With lasers? Who lasers? Who invented the lasers? Man, give Nikola Tesla his props. Give Nikola Tesla his props. Y'all stole his shit, killed him, and he died with no money. You got cars running around here talking about Tesla. Come on, man. Come on, man. I could see. I could see. My eyes open. My third eye open, man. I think somebody have went crazy, but you can see that it's easy. When your third eye open, you can put the puzzles together. This is the missing puzzle. You know, and it all came from that African Egyptian. You know, all this knowledge was in the pyramid. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, this is Underground Warrior TV, man. Make sure y'all get at me, man. Quit hating on the channel. You know, I need some new subscribers right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm out here hustling, and ain't nobody doing nothing for a brother. I'm hustling. I'm hustling. I'm putting in the work, bringing y'all the information. You know, I seen this interview a long time ago, and I knew they could control the weather. Let's proceed.
Out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
In the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to. See how she try to hide what the ruling class put down? See, the media works. See, the media is owned by these people, man, by the government. The media is owned by these wicked motherfuckers. You see how she try to cover up? Alleged to. Dude telling, he talking too much. I tell you, man, they tell on themselves, man. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all got to pay attention. Quit being slow. We ain't no tortoise. You know what I'm saying? We not dead. We don't have rigor mortis. Wake up, brothers and sisters. This world ain't meant for us. This is a wicked man's world. This is this Caucasian wicked man's world. I'm banging on that beast tonight. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing the heat.
Alleged to, right?
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but not.
See, he had to change his format, Asian man. Hey, this is so easy to see, man. We need to get to the next clip, because this is over with. They done told on themselves. I don't have to show you no more of this clip that they done told on the government. They done snitched on the government, dry snitch. Alleged to. You know, alleged to can be either or. When a motherfucker is up on a murder trial, it's alleged that this particular individual murdered something. You feel what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with America, it's diabolical behavior. You know what I'm saying? This alleged means that these people are actually controlling the weather. And they got California, all parts of the United States where they want to hit and displace people and, you know, and move people in certain type of areas when they want a particular area. So they're telling people you got to go. They just use the weapon. And the weapon to be weather against the particular people. Katrina, you feel me, Haiti, especially places where people are of color, got any type of melanin within their skin. Those people are displaced by tsunamis and earthquakes and tornadoes, you know what I'm saying, flood to that nature. I'm waking up the people tonight. I know they're going to hate me, man. I know they're going to hate me, but I got to tell it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this next clip that I'm about to show y'all, this shows, you know, that if you just do your study, things will be easy to see. I'm not no genius. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not no historian, no mathematician. I'm a brother from the streets. I just to reform myself, and I can see now. You know what I'm saying? The information was always there in my face, man. As a young child, I just couldn't see it because I was running wild on these streets, trying to make ends meet, because, you know, I'm from the gutter. Now, I'm a brother from the gutter that can see. You know, I'm not trying to pull nobody's leg about Underground Warrior TV. So many fake people out there don't got no love for our people. I'm putting my life on the line every night, exposing these people, and I don't get no likes and no love on YouTube. But anyway, I don't care. I'm gonna keep exposing. I don't care. I don't need $1. You know what I'm saying? I just asked for $1 because I got my dogs. I like to take care of my dogs, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm cool. I just got a lot of animals. You feel what I'm saying? So dig this. This particular clip right here, man, just sit back and listen to this, man. This particular clip, it exposed these people. This has always been my process and mind thought when I started studying. These people right here just so improved. They helped me to say, wow, these particular people are saying the things that I always said in my mind. Okay, let's proceed.
Bloomfield, Michigan, 1942. As World War II rages across several continents, acclaimed architect and eventual designer of the St. Louis Arch, Eero Saarinen, is secretly enlisted by the United States military to work for a new clandestine organization. Its name? The OSS, Office of Strategic Services, or as it is known today, the CIA.
The CIA. So when you're dealing with the Central Intelligence Agency, you're dealing with the most ruthless minds and the most devilish people of all time. These are the people who keep the black people at a certain level. These people know black people are a threat genetically. You know what I'm saying? If you let black people and don't control black people economically, socially, and politically, the white man won't be here. It ain't about the size of your penis, black man. It's your sperm that can dominate the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Black people are genetically the strongest people on Earth. And anytime you have sex with any other race of people, the offspring come out looking like black people. So this right here, CIA, intelligence agency, are the most wickedest people on the planet. They will kill you. If you get black and outspoken, get too much exposure, and people start following your ways and conducts, and you trying to do something for your people, these would be the people who visit you and find out what's your mindset all about. And if you're too serious, they'll take you out. They'll warn you first. They might give you a few warnings. They might murder somebody in your family, kill your dog, leave a note, you know what I'm saying, offer you some money to shut your mouth up. You know, Minister Farrakhan, this is why I know Minister Farrakhan on some real shit. You know, sometimes I could see where he say that they offer him money just to shut the fuck up. You know, because that paper money, they could buy niggas. You know, niggas is prostitutes. The niggas that enslaved black people to this country was motherfucking prostitutes. When you sell your ass for that note, you sell your people out for that fucking note. And I said I was wrong, selling dope to my motherfucking people. But I'm on this shit now. I don't get no support though. Let's proceed.
The fact that Eero Saarinen was in the OSS designing weapon systems during World War II, and at a time when the OSS was looking into ways to weaponize weather, makes his whole connection to the design of the St. Louis Arch extremely interesting. Now, that isn't to say I believe it can control the weather, but it does open the door to the idea that it might have been one of the things Saarinen was out to achieve.
While at the OSS, Saarinen designed buildings and weapon systems, many of which were never completed or built. Is it possible he later used these secret plans to engineer the St. Louis Arch, creating something that can actually...
See, I live in Alta, Illinois. You can check it out. You know I'm a real motherfucker when I say this. I live in Alta, Illinois. My mom used to take us across the bridge in East St. Louis. I was heard that you could go inside a door at the bottom and walk all the way through there, some steps. I'm not for sure. But I used to wonder why this arch was built. You feel what I'm saying? As a kid, I never went inside a door and walked through this. I don't know if that exists. I heard people say that. But anyway, I said, what is the significance of the arch? If anybody know about Alta, Illinois, know I'm a real motherfucker on YouTube. I ain't just on here hollering. Alta, Illinois is across the bridge from East St. Louis. Am I right or wrong? I was born in Alta, Illinois. I'm an Ohio player now. I'm officially a fucking Ohio player because I've been here since the 70s. I'm a Gem City, Ohio player. You feel me? But let's proceed.
Control or perhaps harness. Possible. He later used these secret plans to engineer the St. Louis Arch, creating something that can actually control or perhaps harness the weather.
Controlling the weather is the ultimate superweapon. It's even more powerful than the atomic bomb. So if aerosarin was involved in analyzing and studying the possibility of weather modification, and you put all those factors together, and I think you have a guy that basically conducted a big, giant weather modification experiment with the St. Louis Arch.
Weather as a weapon? There's some...
Weather as a weapon? Weather as a weapon? Weather as a weapon? Weather as a weapon? Black fam, make sure y'all mash up the likes and share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. As we go deeper off into this weather, you know what I'm saying, modification that they're using against the world right now, we're going to see where the powers of this particular knowledge came from to be able to enhance the weather. You know, Nikola Tesla, you know, he studied the great ancient pyramids, you know, of African people who built these pyramids. See, the knowledge itself is fantastic when you can find out things about yourself, the type of capability that your African ancestors had in the ancient times. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of scary to the ruling class when they went off into the Egyptian pyramids and find out that the Africans was way advanced. These particular Africans right here was advanced. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go off into this.
On Earth have stood at the test of time and nature for thousands of years and is still standing strong. As you might have guessed, many mighty people have been obsessed with unraveling the mysteries behind these monumental structures for centuries. Notable among them is Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest modern inventors to ever live. Nikola Tesla revealed terrifying truths about the pyramids. Although Nikola Tesla died unappreciated, his fame has recently been brought to the limelight. In fact, his key ideas led to the invention of smartphones, Wi-Fi, AC electrical supply systems, and some of the technologies we use today. Apart from his crazy ideas that were patented, Tesla expressed interest in several other mysterious top-secret projects, including the Egyptian pyramids. His drive to unlock the secrets of the pyramids began when he was 20 years old. It was at this point in his life that he decided to make it his life's goal. Made of about 2.5 million blocks of stone and weighing nearly 6 million tons, the Egyptian pyramids are mysterious and made in magnificent structures that have drawn several visitors from across the globe. If you've ever seen or read about these...
Now look at these great ancient pyramids that your African ancestors built in the ancient times. Did you tell me in America, we over here bow down to these people as if they greater than us? You got to be out your mind. You feel what I'm saying?
Pyramids, you'd agree with us that they are full of secrets that have not been exposed. And some of these secrets are the sources of Nikola Tesla's groundbreaking ideas and inventions, especially the notion of the ability of pyramids to generate power. Many people believed that the pyramids were actually tombs for the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. However, it was surprising that not a single mummy has been found in any of them.
That's a black man that's a black man that was in that tomb. That was a black man. You feel me? That was a black man. That was a black man.
Many people believed that the pyramids were actually tombs for the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. However, it was surprising that not a single mummy has been found in any of them. All the mummies are lying in the Valley of the Kings. Besides, there are no indigenous Egyptian inscriptions or art on the pyramids. Unbelievable, right? Or who could have spent so many resources to build such gigantic structures with no goal in mind? After all, we've now confirmed that they aren't tombs for the Egyptian pharaohs. Neither are they some edifices that have been built in honor of some gods. Nikola Tesla read several books about ancient structures and found that the pyramids contained an incredible amount of energy. At that time, electricity was barely known. Tesla began to consider the probability of the pyramids having some advanced technology lurking within them. He became convinced that the pyramids derived their power from electromagnetism. To him, the pyramids might have been built with some form of crystal energy. The chambers within them were used to tamper with the electromagnetic fields. He also holds the theory that the materials, such as stones used in constructing the Great Pyramid, had energy-storing properties derived from the sun and the moon. Therefore, he suggested that the pyramid could have been designed to generate an energy field capable of providing electricity to cities. In 1905, Tesla submitted a patent in the US titled "The Art of Transmitting Electrical Energy Through the Natural Medium." The patent outlines designs for a series of worldwide generators.
Yeah, fam, you know, from clip for clip. I'm unloading clips tonight, clip to prove my thesis, my premise. You know what I'm saying? My foundation. You know, I come with the truth tonight. And you know what I'm saying? This is Nikola Tesla right here. And you know, from this escalator that was, you know what I'm saying, that was built by him, you know what I'm saying? This is where they shake up the planet, you know what I'm saying? When they want to dispel people of color, you know, like the tsunami, all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know, you said that's the work of the creator. Why would God be so evil to, you know, to kill particular people, you know what I'm saying? You know, somebody had this type of information in the ancient times to be doing this to a particular people, you know what I'm saying? So when you talk about God, you know, God is man, man is God. So, you know, when you talk about the Bible, and the Bible talk about this particular incident, the four people jumping off, you got to understand that the Bible is stolen out of Kemet, out of Egypt. And they just rearranged it and changed it. It's twisted and lies add to it. But some of the prophecy be real, coming from the mind of the oracles. You know, our people was great. We folk seen the future. You know what I mean? So yeah, you may have some truth to the Bible to talk about calamities. Well, who will create these calamities? Who had the technology to create the so-called destructions up on earth? You say God, this the end of time, and God is causing all these hurricanes and earthquakes and natural disasters. I don't think nothing is natural, you know, when this Cro-Magnon man, you know, everything is wicked. You know, you think the virus was something natural. You know, God did create a planet with a virus to kill the people. The virus is this Cro-Magnon man. They create these motherfucking viruses and fucking with this weather. God just don't want to kill us for no particular reason at all. You feel what I'm saying? You know, there's somebody fucking with that weather. You feel what I'm saying? And this video coming showing proving that is perceived. I'm tired of running my mouth. Let's check this out.
One sunny afternoon, Nikola Tesla was in his Houston Street laboratory in Manhattan. He was experimenting with oscillators, which are electronic devices used to emit sound waves and even vibrations. He attached the little device to a support beam in his lab that ran the length of the building. He switched it on and started to gradually adjust the frequency it was emitting until, bingo, the beam started to vibrate. He had found the resonant frequency of the column. The test was proving to be a success. He started to feel a vibration in the floor as the sound wave traveled down the length of the beam and spread under his feet. He increased the intensity on the knob. It was just a quiver, but his downstairs neighbor began to notice his ceiling shaking. The other neighbors thought it was a heavy truck banging down the street. The shaking persisted and grew stronger and stronger. The vibrations spread across the entire...
Fam, this is the oscillator that was built, you know what I'm saying, to shake the planet. This was the oscillator, the files that were stolen, you know what I'm saying, from this particular inventor. You know, this is what they use in the day. You feel what I'm saying? You know, enhancing the technology and make it even, you know, better. That's all, you know, nations do. They trade sometimes technology, and then they enhance it. You know what I'm saying? From cars to weaponry to anything, radio, TV, anything. Information is traded. People take it, break it down, and make it even better, and make it more even drastic. And that's what's going on with the weather, man. Whether you believe it or not, let's proceed.
Floor of the laboratory and into the neighboring buildings. Some of the locals in Little Italy and Chinatown began spilling onto the streets, thinking an earthquake was happening. The trembling was incessant.
Y'all know this is in New York, where he stayed at that New Yorker hotel where they robbed him and killed him and took those trunks. He had over 80 trunks, and 20 of them came up missing. You feel what I'm saying?
And horrific, causing windows to shatter, pipes to stretch. The local police on Mulberry Street, they felt it too. An earthquake in New York City? Impossible. The police station was right around the corner from Tesla's lab, and they were all too familiar with the strange lights and sounds which would happen throughout the day and night from that building. As the ground shook, furniture was moving, pipes were breaking, and the officers thought the police headquarters was about to collapse. 2 police rushed out the door toward Tesla's lab. When he reached his building, the vibrations felt even stronger now. They ran up the stairwell, facing the fear that the building might collapse on them. As they burst through the door to Tesla's lab, they were met with a bizarre sight. Tesla, swinging a heavy sledgehammer at one of the iron beams, he smashed the little device off, and the vibrations.
Yeah, he trying to stop that vibration. You know what I mean? Hey, people, listen here, man. This is what this information, you know what I'm saying, that these Europeans got today to blow the world up. You feel what I'm saying? They could blow the world up with this type of, you know what I'm saying, data that they got, this type of information that these people got. Y'all don't understand the people that you're dealing with. When you're dealing with this Cro-Magnon man, he the man of destruction, death. You know what I'm saying? He's a vile motherfucker, man. You're dealing with a real live viper. We talking about the reptilians, the ruling class. Some white people might not think on that level. But these particular people that want to run this world, that had that grit and nitty, didn't give a fuck about humanity, enslaved black people. You feel what I'm saying? And then they know this particular information about black people. This is why they know that certain black people horn this type of information deep down in our DNA. They want to fuck our DNA up so we don't tap into this particular earthquake shit and we can shake them motherfuckers up. They know who the fuck we is. If you just don't know who the fuck you are, black man and woman. That's why I don't bow down to these motherfucking reptilians. You niggas lost like y'all on Gilligan Island. I know who the fuck I am. You can talk about me, call me conspiracy theorist, all you want. But I came with the heat. I'm coming with the truth. I'm not done. But I got clip for clip, you know what I'm saying, round for round to prove, you know what I'm saying, this particular information. You feel what I'm saying? Bam. Yeah. You see this? You see this right here? This thing right here is what they call HAARP. It's out in the middle of no fucking where, like in Alaska. I thought Alaska was all snow. Little did I know. Yeah, this is the type of destruction that this little thing right here that they got right here, this thing right here, they said this is what happens. You feel me? They call it conspiracy theorists though. When they want to get rid of black people, what they do? 2010, magnitude 7.0 death, 3,000 blacks, kill them that quick. Japan, earthquake and tsunami. You know what I'm saying? I remember that right there, March 11, 2011, that magnitude. Look at that, man. Look at that child. All places of people who got a little pigmentation. You feel me? This how white supremacy get down. This how the Cro-Magnon man get down. The Philippines, y'all see. You feel me? When they really want to displace the people. You telling me, yo, God, this wicked, this thing right here, they just say it's an antenna. They do small Right? It's supposed to be small weather altering, you know. Check out, look what the world leaders say. Muhammadu, whatever his name, you know, that president of Iraq, he said that Iran. He said they, you know what I'm saying, they doing this. They call the world, look, Hugo Chavez, that's why he dead now, probably. He said they doing that. Tectonic weapons being tested by the USA cause earthquakes. These black people they killing. People of color who got a little hue to them. You feel what I'm saying? The man of death. He is the man of destruction. And they controlling this weather. Mash up the likes. Share this video. This is hard right here. Mash up them likes, man. High frequency active aurora. You know what I'm saying? Program. High frequency waves, beam. You know what I'm saying? But they don't control the weather. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Hey man, mash up those likes, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Peace and love and black power.